Hey guys, here we are in the gym, and we're going to get going with a little bit of bowling today. And we're going to use that underhand throw, or really the underhand roll that we used earlier this year. You can pick whatever kind of ball that you feel is going to work best. Probably a smaller ball will work best for most of your smaller hands. If you can grip a bigger ball, that could work. You know, a bowling ball is typically a little bit bigger. And it gives you more kind of surface area to have a better chance at knocking down the pins. Obviously, you don't get that surface area to knock down as many pins with a smaller ball, but as long as you're being consistent, it's really not going to matter. You're not going to be comparing your score with someone using a different ball. So whatever you decide is fine. I'll go with the bigger ball today. And also, you notice I have actual plastic bowling pins that I can use. Now, I don't know if any of you know how many bowling pins are used in a real bowling alley. I think you might. What is it? You're correct. It's 10. Here I only have 6. That still makes an even triangle though, or pyramid. 1 in the front, 2 in the middle, and then 3 in the back. Ideally, if you can set something up like that, that would be perfect. Now I'll show you some alternatives for bowling pins in a second, but just to let you understand, you're going to have a setup similar to this, along with some spot to designate where you're going to be rolling from. Now, I would recommend getting a farther distance if you have that space in your maybe basement or someplace safe in your house. I'm just doing this more for the video purposes to keep it close together. And basically, just like when we do the underhand roll or throw, you're going to step, swing, and then you're going to roll the ball. Remember to step with your opposite foot that you're rolling with, okay? And let's see how I can do. Now, you noticed I had 3 pins down, I still have 3 up. So in bowling, you actually get 2 turns to knock down all of your pins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this one out of the way, okay? And then I'm going to get the ball, and I get my second turn to try to see if I can get this down. Oh, I didn't get it down. So 1 left over. If I want to figure out my score, I can say I started with 6. 1 left over minus 6 equals 5. That is my score, 5. So if you want to keep score at home, you can write 5 for frame number 1. And each round that you do is called a frame. Typically there's 10 frames in bowling. You can decide how many frames you are going to have and then total up your score for each frame, and that would be your score. We can't forget that in bowling, if we get all of our pins down in one try, what is that called? I know you know it. You're right. It's a strike. And if by chance maybe we only got half of them down, and then in the second try we knock the rest of them down, so all 6 are down, or if we're playing real bowling, all 10 are down in that second try, what's that called? You're right again, it's a spare. Just to give you an idea, you could actually use some red Solo cups. If you had any of those around your house, or any kind of paper cups, maybe some other plastic cups that your parents allow you to use. You could use, I had some Kleenex boxes, so I thought I'd try those. Also here, I had some stuffed animals here in the gym. Some gators there, you could try those. Notice I only had 3. If you only have 3 of something, that's fine as well. Here I had some soda cans and flavored water. Hopefully you don't have any of those around your house. I don't know why they're here, but I only had 4, so I kind of tried to do my best there. And a water bottle is always a great item to use. I wouldn't use the filled ones, I would use empty ones. But either way, have fun with this activity. The one alternate we have for this activity is if we want to use our overhand throw. And then if we use our overhand throw, what do we call it? Fowling. You are correct. Now, if you decide to do the overhand throw, the game of fowling was intended to be used, or a football was intended to be used. So hopefully you have a football and you can go ahead and throw at the pins with the football. Or just stay with the ball that you were using rolling. Maybe switch it up every other frame. One's underhand, one's overhand. I'll leave that up to you.